Welcome back to Adventures with Bam. I'm Brent Billings.
And I'm Maggie Billings.
And this episode has us recapping our 13th anniversary celebration.
Our 13th anniversary is not actually until August 19th, but Brent will be gone, and we just have a lot of stuff going on. And
one more week, maybe minus a couple days if I
depending on
put this episode out on time.
Yeah,
developing a little bit of a habit there, but yes, one more week and everything will become clear. But for now, we talk about
shrouded
this weekend.
in mystery. Yes. What a lovely weekend we had.
Dropped the boys off with my mom,
Mm-hmm.
headed into Spokane. We actually had lunch at Qdoba on the way.
Yeah, I was starving.
And then we went to Manitou Park.
Lovely and also really hot.
It was pretty hot.
We basically beelined it over to, what's that garden?
Duncan Garden.
Duncan Garden.
Gardens? I don't know.
Anyway, the Garden of Duncan. Garden or Gardens of Duncan. And it's lovely. I think I had only been there one other time, and that was like last October when we did a little getaway. And, that was not, October is not prime bloom season. So got to see it in full bloom the other day, and it was beautiful.
And I got a bunch of video, but I don't know when that will appear because
Still figuring out.
I just need to, it's not that. It's just, it takes too much time to process all this stuff. And I just need to get this episode out.
Sure.
More on time than the last couple episodes.
Fair.
So maybe that'll appear someday, and
Yeah.
we'll let you know if it's available.
So Manitou was great. And then we checked in. We stayed at the Centennial Hotel in downtown Spokane.
Which was nice.
Yeah, and we had never stayed there before. We've done all the other Davenport properties. Felt like trying something a little new, feeling a little adventurous. Centennial was great. Definitely a different vibe than like the historic and what used to be the Lusso and is now called the Louis. More modern and definitely more, I would say, geared toward families than a lot of the other properties.
Yeah, it has a big pool, big lobby area with like open atrium kind of setup.
Some games.
Yeah, and we had dinner at the restaurant in the hotel that night, out on the patio, which is nicely set up on the east side of the building so that it is shaded in the evening.
Mm-hmm. And right next to the Centennial Trail.
Right, yeah. And we ourselves ventured onto that trail after dinner and did a little photo shoot.
Yes, we walked for that.
Yeah.
I feel like that was the only time we walked all weekend. We scootered everywhere.
Yeah, we did
Pretty
a lot
much
of
the rest of the time.
scootering. Yep.
Which was great.
I feel like we aren't normally in Spokane when the weather's nice enough to do that, but it was so pleasant that it was a nice mode of transportation.
It was perfect. Yep. So did a little golden hour photo shoot and then grabbed some ice cream and then went to the movies.
Yes, we saw Eddington, which
Not recommended.
I don't know.
Not.
It had some interesting things to think about, but
Sure.
not my favorite for sure.
I could see this being a film that a lot of people like. I don't
know. I think it.
You don't think so?
It just depends on your posture.
Yeah.
Because I think there's something in there to offend everybody, and there's something in there to make everyone happy.
Yeah. We don't need to really talk about the movie a whole lot, but it wasn't. It was, I think, a little bit darker and a little more depressing than I expected. It's A24, so you're not going to get something, super predictable and cookie cutter, but I could have used a little more cookie cut.
More my kind of movie than your kind.
Yeah, but not really either of us were like, yeah.
But the next morning we got to sleep in, or at least I did anyway. I don't know how much you slept in.
I slept in a bit.
I think you woke me up at like 11 or something.
Yep.
10.
Yeah, 11.
Yeah, I had been short on sleep for many nights leading up to that, so it was much, much needed.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went over to Madeline's, which is like a little French bakery. I assume we've talked about it before.
We hit it pretty much every time we stay the night in Spokane. It's kind of a loose tradition.
I almost kind of feel like maybe we should break the tradition next time, because I'm like,
You weren't happy?
I got like this maple bar donut sort of thing, which was really more like a sourdough, like
loaf
with a bunch
maple.
of frosting on. Like,
I don't think we need to throw the baby out with the bathwater. You get one thing you don't like, and you're like, let's not go there anymore.
It just feels like maybe they've lost their edge a little bit.
Do you normally get that item though?
No.
Well, just get what you normally get.
Well, I would have gotten a cinnamon roll, but they were out. They didn't have much.
That's what happens when you sleep in until 11, man.
Yeah, I don't know. They have a lot of stuff, but
the early bird gets the croissant or the cinnamon roll.
Whatever. That evening, we ended up trying a new restaurant, Française. And also, it was amazing.
So good. And also all to ourselves.
Yeah, basically. We opened up the app and made a little reservation and then scooted over there. It was like a 16-minute scooter ride. So a little bit outside of like the downtown core, but still pretty close. Mm-hmm. And we get there and I was like, hey, we made a reservation, but like we could not see anybody.
There's nobody there.
There ended up being one other party that sat outside.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize.
So we remained the only party inside the restaurant the entire time we were there. But, it was a Sunday night, so I kind of get it. But still, absolutely delightful place. I don't understand why the place isn't packed out. Because it was so incredible. Good too. So good.
What did you eat?
I had steak.
Oh, that's right. Steak and fries.
Steak frites.
Steak frites.
And roasted carrots.
Oh, yes. I had escargot. And some kind of, I don't remember what they called it, some kind of mac and cheese that just had this like incredible, it was like a truffle mac and cheese, basically. And it was so good. And I had leftovers, so I got to have it again today, and it was the best. It was so good. But then we also got some kind of croissant bread pudding for dessert, right?
Yeah, I don't remember what it's called. Yeah,
had like a macadamia nut ice cream. That was so good too.
But other than food that day, you spent time at the pool in the afternoon while I went and saw a second movie.
Yeah, we split up because Brent is not a big fan of the heat and the swimming.
I mean, I don't mind swimming so much, but yeah, I don't want to be out in the sun all day.
Yeah. And I feel like movies are like, I can get a movie anytime I want. I get a winter of, I could watch movies every night, but outdoor time is limited and pool time is very limited. So,
but for me, I'm not looking at it like that because yes, I can get a movie every night, but I can't always get a movie that I've never seen before in a theater. And being in Spokane, they have 20 screens and all kinds of movies that I would never otherwise have the opportunity of seeing in a theater. So
the cool thing about being married is you don't have to do everything together all the time.
But yeah, we did, we reconvened that evening after dinner. Before, we met up and then went to dinner.
Yes.
But after dinner, we stopped by the Davenport, picked up some peanut brittle.
Yeah.
And then we came back to our hotel and we watched House Hunters while we sat around clearing photos and other things off of our phone to make room. Once again, next week, all will be clear.
The mystery will be resolved.
But then we got up this morning. We rode over to Thomas Hammer, got a couple of little pastries for breakfast, and then we headed out.
It was lovely. I said it before. I'll say it again. It was the most relaxed I have felt in a long time. And I expect that it is the most relaxed I will feel for a while.
Delightful weekend. Couple little bumps here and there, but nothing crazy happened. It was all, like you said, relaxing and refreshing and fun. And we got to do a lot of stuff.
What bumps?
Crammed a lot of stuff into less than 48 hours.
What bumps? You say there were a few bumps.
Oh, like check-in at the hotel took half an hour.
Sure. That's
Yeah, they were feeling a little understaffed. There was some kind of event going on, but also whatever. We don't need to get into that part.
I'm not sure what the event was, but there were definitely tennis players from Spain in line in front of us at checkout today.
Yeah. When we were checking out, these two guys were trying to asked how to get an electrical adapter for their phones or something, and she was trying to explain where they could go and how they could get it, and I'm not completely sure they understood what she was talking about.
Yeah.
So
poor guys.
And then she's like, oh, well, I had these guys from Japan and they went over here to get this thing. And I was like, Japan has the same plugs as we do. That doesn't make any sense.
I think the guy from Japan, she was talking about how you could use DoorDash to order something. And I think she meant the guy from Japan ordered food on DoorDash. She was talking about specifically like how to use DoorDash. But yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway. Yep. Big weekend in Spokane, apparently.
Big weekend. Something's happening. Something's going down.
And we had a great time.